Hi everybody, this is Kefren, your favorite French Canadian. Today I'm going to show you how to boost your FPS in the new Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War game. Honestly, I did a couple of tests. I'm really impressed by the game for now. The graphic looks good, and also it's well optimized, honestly. I'm running this game really smoothly. It's running on the API DirectX 12, so we will skip a couple of optimization that we normally do on Windows. But still, for now, it's running great. So let's start with the search. Write game mode in your search bar. Make sure that your game mode is at off. It's causing like stuttering and you're losing a couple of FPS with this. Xbox game bar also, make sure that it's at off, also causing stuttering. Capture background recording at off, recorded audio at off. Also really important, honestly, like remove all those overlay that you're currently using. Nvidia, AMD, Discord, whatever overlay that you're using. It's always causing like some issue on like an entry level or mid-range computer. Don't go crazy with those overlay. It's taking resources and it's causing stuttering. Another thing that I want to mention, really important, make sure that you update your driver. So if you have AMD, Nvidia, go on the website. It's a big AAA game. You want to make sure that you have the latest driver. And also, even if you have an integrated video card with Intel, make sure that you're going on the Intel website. Just don't like update with Windows Update your graphic driver. You really need like the software from Intel. One more thing, it's the GPU scheduling. So write GPU here. If you have the latest version of Windows 10, the version 2004, you will have the new hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Make sure it's at on. When you will put this one at on, you will need to restart your computer. It will give you an like 2 to 3% boost in your FPS if you have an entry level or a mid-range computer. If you have an high-end computer and you're trying to figure out how to have like 244 FPS for your 244 Hz screen, it will not change anything. Honestly, I didn't see anything in my testing. It's more like it's something useful for my laptop. So that's about it for the configuration. Now let's go to the game. So inside of the game, first of all, go to interface. I will just apply here. And make sure that you're showing your FPS counter, GPU temperature, clock, time. Everything needs to be at shown. First of all, for sure you need to look at your FPS, really important. Also, you need to look at your GPU temperature. This can help you. For example, if your GPU is going crazy to 90, 95 degrees, after that, look at your GPU clock that will be there. And you will probably have some throttle. So this is probably why you have like you're losing FPS, because your computer is getting too hot, and your computer adapt and lower the clock rate of your GPU. And also it can happen to your CPU. So if you want to see those statistics, you can use a software like MSI Afterburner, as you can see over there. So now, the graphic parameter. First of all, display mode, make sure you're playing full screen. Don't go with borderless or multi-monitor. By multi-monitor, it's different, but don't go with window or window full screen. This is borderless. You're losing a couple of FPS, and also you can get some stuttering. Make sure that your refresh rate match your monitor. Make sure that you disable VSync. You don't want any input lag. Render resolution, make sure that you have your current resolution here. So 100, you don't upscale it, don't downscale it. Downscale, yes, you will gain more FPS, but you will your image quality will look like shit, honestly. I just tested like 90% over there and everything was blurry. Display resolution. Display resolution, make sure that it matches your monitor. Also, in Warzone and Modern Warfare, I don't know why, sometimes like my driver think that my monitor is like a 2K monitor or even sometimes 4K, so it's kind of like upscaling in the Nvidia driver randomly, and here I got like 2K or 4K resolution, so make sure that you have a proper resolution here because you will lose a lot of FPS. Everything there, you don't really need to change it. Field of view over there, it's really depend on, it's a preference thing. Me, I'm always play at 90. For sure, if you go at 120, you will probably lose FPS because you need to render more in front of you. So again, just like do some testing over there. Frame rate limit, I really like to limit my frame rate like at 144 over there because I don't want to like generate more FPS, because I know my monitor anyway it's locked at 100 like 44 Hz, so I don't want to generate more heat in my computer, so that's why I'm locking my frame rate with my Hz on my screen. Now let's scroll down a little bit. Texture quality. This one, you have a really nice bar over there, the VRAM usage. So look at your maximum and make sure that you have a gig left. So for an example, if you have like a 4 gig, make sure that you don't use more than 3 gig. You can go at 3.2, 3.4, but don't go crazy. You need space over there. You don't want to max it because you still have like Windows and other stuff to run. So just look at your texture quality and select the one that will fit with your VRAM. So for me, I can run Ultra, no problem. If you're running Ultra or High, go with texture filtering at High. If you're running Medium, go Medium. If you're running Low, you can stay at Medium. And if you go to Lowest, go with Low with texturing filtering. So this is pretty much how you need to set it up. Model quality, this one, if I compare High to Low, you will gain 3%. So go with Low for this one. Special effect quality, again, High versus Medium, you can get 2% over there. Screen space reflection, a nice boost over there. If you compare High to Disable, you can get 4%. And object view distance, this one is a bit tricky. You can gain a lot of FPS with it. If I compare High to Medium, you can get 3% over there. And another 3% with Low. But for me, in those FPS games, I really like to see some like to make sure that I see object in front of me. So that's why I'm staying at Medium. Shadow and lighting. This one is pretty much where you will get the most of FPS in the game. Volumetric lighting, if I compare High to Low, you can get 6%. Shadow quality, Ultra to Low, you will gain 10 to 12%. So this one is huge. So if you're like you're almost at like your 60 or your 144 FPS, and you really need like just like maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 FPS more to get your objective, just like touch your shadow quality, don't touch anything else. You will have a lot of FPS with this one. Dynamic shadow, same thing. If you compare all with Disable, another 4%. Special effect shadow, this one you will not necessarily get like more FPS, but your FPS will be a lot stable when like you see explosions, stuff like that. So make sure that it's disabled. And weapon shadow, you can like see a 1 to 2% difference over there. Nvidia reflex low latency, if you have this option, go with the boosted one. I didn't see any difference between normal and boost in my FPS. Right now, I don't know why, in Warzone, I'm losing like 20 FPS when I use the boost one, so that's why I'm playing at normal. But in this game, I didn't see any difference in my FPS, so use the boost one. Anti-aliasing quality, this one, for the past 2 or 3 years, I don't like the anti-aliasing in Call of Duty game. I feel like my game is getting blurry when I'm using it, and also you're losing FPS. So that's why I go with Disable. I'm getting a lot of FPS, and also the game is more clear for me. Yes, you will see a lot of like line breaking across like objects and stuff like that. But honestly, in this game, it's a lot better than Modern Warfare. I feel like even at Disable, I went back to my graphic parameter because I was not sure if I disabled my anti-aliasing, and yes, it was at Disable. So honestly, your game will look more clear and you will get more FPS. Motion blur, you don't want to use that in any FPS game, so go with Disable. You will not get more FPS though, but still don't use that. Subsurface scattering, honestly, enable to Disable, I saw like a 1% difference, so just like tested it on your computer if you want to use it or not. And order independent transparency, it will affect your VRAM, so if you need a little bit more VRAM, you can't lower this easily. So this is pretty much it. If you have any like bug with your graphic, weird glitch and stuff like that, you can restart your shader compilation over there. You just press it and it will just re-download everything, so it can help you. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, just come in the YouTube section, post me your rig, CPU, GPU, and RAM. I will try to help you the best that I can. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace!